And Gina, the Gene Twins.
So we feel like this is a topic that is long overdue.
And it's not talked about enough, and I feel like all communities, especially the Black and Brown communities, and I mean, even like, I feel like growing up in Black and Brown communities, we're always taught to be strong, always taught to not cry, things like that. But it's okay for a human because humans cry, and even like even animals get sad, right? So I think that it's okay for us to be aware of that and for us to focus on those emotions.
So grab your dinners, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and join us as we discuss mental health.
Yes.
We want to discuss some of our mental health journeys as well as some tips, tricks, skills, and just like habits that can be helpful for better mental health and well-being.
Yes.
Speaking on the mental health journey, I feel like I think I struggled with depression since I was a child. And I think I just didn't have the words for it. And I didn't understand. I remember asking my parents for therapy when I was a child, and I think they didn't understand. It's because it wasn't, I think I didn't have the vocabulary exactly to express what I needed, and I didn't ask for it in the way I should have asked for it. Like, instead, I lashed out asking for it. And I think something else that in Black communities, but especially Haitian communities, is like privacy and like not wanting and like just a sense of pride. And the sense of pride can be good, but it also can be negative in the way that like if you don't discuss what the issues are, then how do you combat them? How do you better them? And I think it wasn't until college where I went to therapy for the first time. I didn't enjoy my therapist. There goes Raja. I didn't enjoy my therapist. I felt that I just didn't feel comfortable with him, and I didn't feel comfortable with like tackling those hard issues that I needed to address. After college, and that was a free therapist, but I'm thankful that was like my first exposure to therapy, just because then I felt more comfortable doing it again, trying it again. I think that when you try something the first time, then you can more easily try it again. I felt okay. So then after college, I started teaching Spanish, and my job had like an employee assistance program, and there was 10 free therapy sessions, and so I took advantage of it, and I didn't necessarily feel all the way comfortable with her either, and I think it's important for me, like my first therapist was a white man, my second therapist was a white woman, and after years later, fast forward to last year, I had a therapist, and I had two therapists last year just because of my insurance. One was a Hispanic woman, then after that was a Black woman, and with my insurance, it like they gave me like a 3 months like free therapy with one therapist, and from there like long-term therapy was like $10 copays with the next. So I was like, I'll take advantage of both as many resources as I can. I'm that person that when I get insurance, I'm like, especially when I had really great insurance last year, I was like, let me get this dietitian. I'm not even on a diet, but let me get this dietitian, nutritionist,
life coach.
Yeah, life coach, therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist. What we doing? Like, I'm using it all. Okay.
What's the word? What we doing?
Right. Look at the way that we moving. So, so I tried therapy with a Hispanic woman, and it was so much better of an experience for me in therapy. I discussed I discussed topics I didn't feel comfortable discussing before with my other therapists that didn't share the same similar identities with me. Like, it was nice to have a woman of color as my therapist. And I'm not saying that like a white person can be a great therapist. I think being a great therapist has to do with empathy, sympathy, compassion. I feel like my first therapist when I had in college wasn't very compassionate. I feel like he wasn't very empathetic. I think he wasn't a relatable, right? I just didn't feel comfortable with him. My second therapist, she was nice, but I feel like she didn't challenge me in the way that she could have challenged me, and didn't push me, but I also didn't feel like at ease with her. My third therapist, my Hispanic female therapist, I felt like she was great. I felt like she was wonderful, and I really appreciated her. Yeah, I don't know how to see like who's in the chat, because I want to be able to say
people.
I want to be able to say hi to y'all. Like, I don't know who's in it though. Sorry, y'all. I'm like an old lady. Yeah, if y'all want to tell us, what is that? Oh, that's turning it around. If y'all want to tell us how we do that, like, tell us.
Is it add? You touch on.
Start question and answer. Start a poll. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Oh, is it the chat? Is that what it is?
But how do we?
No one's in the chat. Okay, all messages.
How do we know if someone's in the chat?
No, I guess no one's in it.
I guess it'll pop up.
Maybe it'll pop
Yeah.
up. I don't know. Oh, okay, cool, interesting. No green screen. Okay, thank you. Sorry, y'all. We're like old ladies. We haven't been on live in
like,
years. Okay, years. Okay. So yeah. So and then when I went to therapy this last time, when I tell you she was phenomenal, and I always said that I felt like I needed a Black female immigrant therapist from Haiti, speak Spanish and Haitian Creole and English. I felt like I needed all of that, right? But obviously that's very specific, right? And I realized with my last two therapists, my Hispanic female therapist and my Black female therapist, I realized that as long as I had someone who's compassionate, someone who was empathetic, sympathetic, someone who just was a good listener, someone who also was able to challenge me, not enabling me, that's all I needed, and it was great. And a lot of times I would do I would like my self-talk. I realized a lot of the issues I was having. Hi, hang out with Eva. Thank you for writing the chat for us. Y'all say hi so we can know who's on. Yeah, I felt that a lot of it was self-talk, right? I would say like, oh, I'm lazy, right? And then I talked to my therapist. She was like, you're not lazy, girl. It's like, you've accomplished a lot. Like, you're not lazy. Don't put yourself down. She's like, you have ADD. And she's like, you have ADD. And she's like, and you struggle with depression. Hi, blue and green slacks. And you struggle with depression and anxiety. So like, you're not lazy. It's just that your different conditions are presenting themselves in a certain way. And it's hard for you to combat that. So unless you're addressing them through medication or through like therapy or both, then you're not going to get the results that you need to get. Like, you're just different from some other people. Doesn't mean you're lazy. And I was like, and that was something that was nice for me to hear, is I'm like, okay, it's true. Like, and I think a lot of it was like self-talk. If I tell myself I'm lazy, if I tell myself I'm a bum, sometimes I'm like, oh, like I'm just bumming it today. And I'm like, and she's like, you're not bumming it today. Like, you, hola, blue and green slacks. Like, you're not bumming it today. Like, you're tired. You're exhausted. You do so much. Imagine not being a pro. Quit yapping. Hi. Yeah, we're not pros. We're new to YouTube Live. So, pro, please give us. Yeah. So, the person who's. So please give us some tips, because we're new to YouTube Live. We just want to like engage more with our audience and with our subscribers and our viewers and our supporters, and just talk to them more.
Right.
While letting Gina talk, because maybe she's a pro, because I'm not.
I feel like with mental health, some people like they shy away from this topic. We all need to address mental health. We all need to know, like, realize the way it presents. We all need to realize the symptoms, because it presents differently for everyone. So for it's their channel, they can yap all they want. Thank you, Blue and Green Lax.
I appreciate that.
It's that I feel like you're talking too much.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. But honestly, like I said, imagine not being a pro. Like, we don't. Sorry, I'm not trying to talk with my mouth while my mouth is full. It's just that we haven't gone on YouTube Live in years. So like, let us know what y'all want. Like, I like to cook. This is baked salmon with roasted potatoes, and I made green beans, sauteed green beans, steamed green beans, excuse me. So like, if y'all want to see like cooking videos for live, that's fine with me. Like, if y'all want to see like, I don't know, like what y'all want to see for live, y'all want to watch like shows on live, like let me know. Like, I'm down. Thank you for the likes, y'all. We appreciate it.
Yes. But I mean, honestly, it's okay for us to talk about, like to do different lives, Like, so today is going to be mental health. Imagine not being a pro. We hope you enjoy it. But, so for my journey, like a lot of times I would say,
what about gaming? I know a lot of people play games. That's a good point. We're not really big gamers. Like, we did like 2 gaming videos, I think it was.
Yeah.
If you go on our channel, you'll be able to find it.
Like Luigi's Mansion 3. We could not get him to sleep to actually start.
And that's how you start the game. So we were like in the intro for a long time. We're just not gamers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe what I can do is I can go on live, and I do diaper case. So maybe when I do diaper case, I can go on live with y'all to do that. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Yeah, y'all, please subscribe if y'all are interested in our channel. We do vlogs, travel, Roblox. Ooh, well, okay. My nephew plays that. He's really good at it. So maybe I'll have him come over sometime so he could play Blocks Fruits. I don't know anything about that.
I've never heard of that. Is
So
that
maybe-
like, I feel like...
Oh, you subscribe. Thank you. Hang out with Eva.
Eva.
Lori! That's our girl. That's our girl.
Love you
Oh, you're on the
too,
max level.
girly.
Go on with your bad self. Imagine not being a pro.
Okay.
Yeah, but with my mental health journey, sorry, Jen, I didn't cut you off.
No, you're
okay.
fine.
Oh, sorry. Gerds,
And Gina.
the Gene twins. My bad. I would just assume that everyone like is already like our subscribers, so my bad about that. So, like my mental health journey, I think imagine if I would have had the resources that I need like when I was younger, right? Like I wasn't diagnosed with anxiety and depression until I was like 22, right? That means I went through college without it and ADD. I mean college without it and ADHD and everything, right? So I didn't have like the resources I need for tests, right? For assignments. Sometimes I would procrastinate. I didn't understand why. Sometimes, and I also had OCD. I learned that. Oh, thank you. Imagine not being a pro. We appreciate your subscription. Like, I didn't realize, and I wasn't diagnosed with OCD until 22. I was diagnosed with all 4 conditions at 22, and I was like overwhelmed. Like, wow, that's a lot. And imagine like taking tests your whole life and not getting the OCD. It's over obsessive compulsive disorder. So the way my mind works is I used to color coordinate my underwear drawer and fold them. It's kind of ridiculous, but that's the way I think. And if I don't do it that way, then it makes like the rest of my day hard for me.
But also, it's like even if it's like a simple thought, you're
obsessed over that
thinking
thought.
about it over and over again.
And sometimes that comes from a chemical imbalance, but sometimes that comes from like learned behavior. For example, like we went away for a hurricane and someone tried to break into our house, right? After that happened, I do like to clean a lot, but I get obsessed about it, right? Like I can't think about anything else. I can't focus on anything else. I'll be like in my zone, in my thought. My sister will ask me a question if I'm doing something, she'll like be like girds, and I'll like
she can
still
only focus on
one thing at a time.
And that's okay because she's able to give that one thing her all.
But it's sometimes I get stuck in the weeds, and then and it affected me a lot in school, and I didn't understand what it was. I mean, a lot of people have it and don't know it. But for example, like when we went away for a hurricane.
You think your mom has OCD?
Yeah.
A lot of our parents have these conditions that
Just
they
didn't
haven't
know
been
it.
diagnosed because Grace was telling me that apparently therapy.
Social work has only been a field for 60 years, right?
Isn't
And
that
I was
crazy?
speaking to a friend of mine who's a behavior therapist, and I was speaking to her roommate. Her roommate was like, well, do you think people actually have more conditions now, or do you think that we're just finding out about them? Like, I think we're just finding out about that. I don't think we have more conditions now than we had before. I think that we just have the resources now so that we know. Everyone's like, everyone has a depression, anxiety. I don't think that it's like everyone has it. I don't think that it's like more people have it now than before. I think that we're just discussing it now. And I used to think that way. I used to think like, oh yeah, ADD, yeah. But then I realized, oh girl, like it's not that I don't want to do these things. That's just the way my mind works. For example, like we went away for a hurricane. So our house was boarded up and someone tried to break into our home. So when we got back, one of our family members was obsessively locking the door over and over and over again, right? And OCD comes from anxiety. It can come from a depression. And anxiety can be a good thing, right? Anxiety is basically a fear, right? And fear can
scratching the couch. Sorry, y'all.
That's from my cat, the orange cat that y'all saw in the beginning. Like a fear can propel you, right? It's like fight or flight. It can like fight or flight or freeze, right? It can propel you to do something. Like if I'm fearful about losing my house, and it might prepare me to like take proactive steps, like getting more jobs. I don't know, right? But it can also like make you. It can also like cause you to do certain actions.
We do. The Raja is the bad baby kid that is scratching the chair that I just told her to stop doing. And mine was the one that was laying on my lap cracking. He's white and black. My friend Lorme, he loves her.
But she can't stand him. I hope you guys get lots of likes and subscribers. Thank you so much for hanging out with Evo. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Imagine not being a pro. Yeah, we have 3. We have 3 cats. Another small white and black one. But that one,
She ran away. She keeps coming back. We can see her on the camera, but hopefully.
We don't have any dogs.
No.
She wants us to get a dog, but I'm not into it. I'm not against dogs, y'all. It's just that the thing with getting a dog is they're a lot of work. These cats, I don't have to walk them. These cats have their litter tray, and I change it out like once a week, once every week and a half, you know? Like for a dog, I need to take you outside. I need to pick up your poop with the bag. It's just too much for me.
I did want a dog, but I'm thinking for the dog, not anymore, just because my cousin's dog, we were doing a baby shower for our cousin, and my cousin's dog was here, Winston, and I felt so bad because Winston was trying to like have Kraken like him, and Kraken just attacked my white and black cat. Kraken's very sweet. I know his name sounds evil, but he's very sweet.
With some crazy cat ladies?
Crazy cat ladies, yes we are.
You know they say politics is like filled with a bunch of
crazy cat ladies?
A bunch of childless cat women.
Yeah.
Whatever. When God sends us a husband so we can have kids and not just our cats, we'll accept.
No kids for me, just cats. But
yeah, we'll accept.
For my mental health journey, It was okay. I'm gonna get deep and personal with you guys. I remember when I was younger. I feel like I've always did struggle with depression, and when I get upset, I lash out. And I didn't because I didn't know how to really just channel that. And now, as an adult, I'm learning how to channel that. I'm learning how to channel that in our brand. I'm learning how to channel that at work, and I'm learning how to channel that with just like my everyday stuff, like what I like to do, right? So and there are still some times when I like, how do I say it? I just not break down, but I just take a step back. I'm like, whoa, this is hard for me, and I just like, yeah, I guess like not break down, but how do you say that? Like,
Decompress?
no, it's like, okay, first, I haven't been on social media in so long. I'm just slowly getting back to it. Is one thing that someone said, and it wasn't even something mean that they said. It was just something that I'm just like, okay, I felt like that was weird, and that made me feel like I was like not human. Made me feel like I was more like plastic or something like that. Like I'm like, so you know what? Like I was like a doll or something. Like they can just say anything about whatever. So like that made me just like step away from social media completely. But the point being is this.
Ninja Cat goes crazy there, Batman saving Gotham.
I love Gotham. I love all these
She does
superhero
love
shows.
Gotham.
I watch every single one of them. My plant, and I don't know if you guys can see him in the corner. No, probably not. Okay.
Y'all see
Yeah.
him? Yeah.
He's a little struggling right now, but his name is Thanos de la Guerra, because Thanos is the best character in Avengers. I don't care what anyone says.
And De La Guerra means of the war, Thanos of the war. She's
Yes.
crazy.
So this is Thanos that's gonna last, because apparently Thanos did not last. If you guys haven't watched Avengers, sorry for ruining it for you.
Spoiler! Your PJs are so cute. Thank you, Hang Out with
Thank
Eva. They're a
you.
gift from our older sister.
Dorothy.
They were a Christmas gift from her, and I like it because she always gives us twin things, like
Yeah.
every time. It's so sweet. She's been giving us twin gifts for years.
Yes. So
Disassociate. Oh, he's like one of the word that you're looking for is disassociate.
okay. Yeah, like disassociate. Yeah, like I disassociate and I go far away from, I go far away from it instead of dealing with it hands on, and it's sort of, instead of letting it like, like help me focus. That's a good word. Thank you. Thank you. Blue and greens lax. Yes. And boom, he gone a moment from Thanos. Oh. And so I remember when I was younger, I told one of my family members, I'm like, hey, I was thinking, I'm like, I know this is crazy. And it wasn't crazy, but I was a kid. I was 13 at the time. I'm like, hey, I was thinking, I think I was 13, like early high school years, about committing suicide. And I'm okay, girls. I was thinking about committing suicide, and I know that's a very sensitive topic for everyone. And my family member, that's not the response I expected. They were like, well, that's selfish, and who's gonna pay for your funeral? And I was just like, when I tell you like that alone, I'm just like, oh my goodness, And I didn't realize that like I was dealing with mental health at that time, and it's like throughout middle school and high school, I would constantly get suspended. I was constantly like in arguments or fighting. I mean, honestly, I think I'm a nice person, but people just they didn't like me. But it's all good. It's all good, 'cause
You know when somebody's like when people are bullies. I'm so sorry. Imagine not being a pro about your uncle. I know that can be difficult.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you for sharing that.
Yeah.
But when people like are, when the bullies try to bully someone and someone doesn't like stand up for it, like someone doesn't like allow it.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. That makes me cry. That happened to your family. I'm so sorry.
And like someone like doesn't allow them to, like not didn't like someone doesn't allow them to bully them, but someone like will like push back and stick up for themselves. That was the issue.
Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't ever do it. Well, I mean, a lot of people were mean in school and take their issues out on people. That's true, Lauren. And blue and greens lax. Everyone does. We do have to be respectful of others' feelings, and we do have to be respectful of others' thoughts. Everyone does have. Everyone, a lot of people like that's the reason why we're having these chats now, so people can know that there's places to vent. That way, people can know that there's other ways to deal with the stress. Because a lot of times it's like, yeah, it may be a permanent solution to a temporary problem, but a lot of time these temporary problems are dragged on. These temporary problems are lasting so long. Because I've been dealing with depression since I was The first age that I remember was 13, so I'm pretty sure it was before. But that's the first age I remember. You know why people are mean at school? No, I don't know.
Because like their home lives, I'm sure that they a lot of it comes from their parents. Like
Yeah,
they see people like lashing out at home and they do it at school.
yeah,
That's just my perspective from like I used to be a teacher. That's my perspective from like the teacher's perspective.
yeah.
But
But so for me, it's like, and when I went to like, cause girls was always like the more popular one, girls was always like the more calm one, and good having good grades. So it was upsetting because when I got home, it's like my parents were like, oh, like my grades weren't the best. Like, oh, you're getting bad grades again, and Gina, like, and they're like, we know you're not stupid. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I am stupid. But it's like, and then also another thing of being twins, I feel like we were constantly compared to each other. I was constantly told that girls is prettier, and things like that, girls is lighter, things like that. And, like in Black and brown communities, colorism is so real. And, okay, yeah, so basically, fast forward, becoming an adult, like my first semester of nursing school, haha, I'm speaking from experience. I have major depressive disorder. Blue, greens, lax. It's okay. I deal with depression too. And I did that in my elementary school to my friends because of what was happening to me at home.
thank you for sharing that. This is a safe space. Thank you for being honest and opening up.
Yes. Most definitely. I have depression too, and I have anxiety. I didn't realize it because, okay, this is the only way I got diagnosed, right? Let me not say it like that. But my first semester of nursing school, I got kicked out because I was sleeping in class. And even though I was sleeping in class, I was passing the tests. So my teacher was just like, you're all sleeping. She's just like, so you can't continue to next semester. I'm just like, that's crazy because I'm passing the tests. The people you had stay in the class was failing. But I'm like, so.
That sounds like Benjamin Carson. You guys ever seen his story where he's like doing so well and then he skips all his classes?
Yeah, and haha, I was in nursing school for 2 semesters and dropped because of depression. You get what I'm saying? Like nursing school is a lot of stress, and I feel like honestly they make it way too stressful. It's like it's like you had to live, breathe, eat, excuse me, poop nursing, and it's like, bro, like, oh my gosh, you're like. Can we because how do you focus on your mental health? How do you focus on adulthood and focus on school, right? And your finances, right? So for me to get back into the nursing program, I had to show what it was that I would do differently, coming on. And so I was like, you know what? I feel like, and my twin kept telling me, I feel like maybe you have a condition, Gina, because you don't like to pay attention for a long time. I'm just like, oh, girls, I just like to sleep. And because of my heart condition, I'm constantly exhausted. Like, honestly, yesterday I was working 12 hours. Today, literally, I was in bed like most of the day, and I'm like, I felt lazy. I'm mean to myself, and girls always reminds me, you're not lazy. People usually rest on their days off. Your days off just happen to be during the week instead of the weekends. So I ended up getting testing for it, and it turns out I have a little dyslexia, I have depression, I have ADHD, and I have OCD, and I have anxiety. So I'm just like, yeah. So I got sad during clinicals in convalescent homes. That is so, yeah. Yeah.
Can you please explain blue and green's lax, or Gina, what convalescent means? Sorry.
I don't really know what convalescent means. I was just trying to act smart. Sorry.
Okay. Nice to have you back and hang out with
Sorry,
you.
guys. I was just trying to act smart.
And imagine not being a pro.
Let me look up convalescent, okay?
Imagine not being a pro. Thank you. I'm happy that your girlfriend is helping you to get over it.
Good.
However, I'd also, hey, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
And also would recommend, I also recommend speaking to an adult about it. You know what I mean? Speaking to a therapist at your school, speaking to an adult that you trust, maybe a teacher. That's very helpful. I had students like trust in me when I was teaching and like about going through depression. And some students like was having a really hard time in school, and I would, and they said you're in 6th grade. So I would definitely like reach out to an adult about it. Some students would they'll sit in my classroom and eat in my class at lunch instead of eating with like the rest of the school because they felt more comfortable like being with their teacher than they felt being with some other students. So if you need someone to have your back like that,
I just
that's
looked it
understandable.
up. Blue and green slots. Yeah, like nursing homes. It does make me sad. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, y'all, 'cause I had no idea.
I'm like, I was trying to act smart. I'm like, Gina, stop pretending. Just pull out the Google, okay? But we got these resources to help us. Let's use them, Lord. Let's use them, y'all.
And Shelly we're glad to see you too. Thank you for hopping into our live.
She's also a YouTuber. We met her in Miami Fashion Week.
We were going to a show at the Bureau, and she was amazing. Just people have like that don't have hater vibes, are just so encouraging. We made like a good friend for life.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's in our intro. She's the one hyping us up in our intro. So thank you, Shelly. Yes. So whenever I be feeling down, sometimes I think about that intro. I'm just like, you know what? Yes, now I feel hype.
Yeah.
We're doing good, my love.
And also, Shelly, yes, I joined your live earlier, Shelly. And also, if you want to put your channel name in the chat, Shelly, if people can subscribe to you, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all better subscribe to our girl. Her channel name is Shelly Innovative Hands. Yeah. Shelly, we said that together.
Yeah. Imagine not being a pro. That's very honestly mature of you, because honestly, I've been holding grudges for so long, and I try not to, but those who know me, because in high school, I got jumped by 3 people. And thankfully, I didn't necessarily lose, but and I ended up getting suspended for being jumped.
How do I make you a moderator, Shelly? I would do if I could. Oh, add as a moderator.
Okay, cool.
Manage.
I guess managing, yeah.
Okay, you're now a moderator.
And so basically, even now when I hear, and I know this is bad, but even now and I'm trying to get over this, right? Even now when I hear, negative things happen to the people who's hurt me so badly, I get a little happy. But that's very mature of you, honestly, except for one person, because that one person has apologized, right? So not being a pro... Imagine not being a pro. That's very mature of you, and I know that your apology went a very long way, because that person who apologized to me, we now have a good relationship, social media wise. When we see each other in public, we have a good relationship. We honestly we promote each other, things like that, and and I've honestly truly forgiven her, and I pray for her sometimes. The other 2, I be giving I hate to say it, I be doing prayers of David. Okay, yes. But yes, so basically, and when I went back to school, I had to figure out how to work with my ADHD. So nursing school was a very depressive time for me, because a lot of my classmates they wanted to study with me, and I study better alone. Says, yes, I'm your hype girl. Aw, be mindful of who you give mods to, sis. Yes, ma'am. And so now it's I decided to try therapy, because it's honestly being...
How do I like the live?
How do we like the live?
Can someone tell us how we can like our own lives? So yeah, we're old ladies. Or somebody asked how old we are.
Yes, I'm your big sister for life.
Yeah, somebody tell us, please, how do we like the live? And
girls, I'm fine with answering how old am I, but how about girls? Because honestly, my heart condition, I had 2 open heart operations, so I'm just happy to be alive this long. Because most people, I've only met 2 people in all my years of living, I'm not gonna say it, that has the same heart condition. A lot, it's very rare, and a lot of us don't make it, don't live past a certain age. My cousin, he passed away from it. He passed away from it at the age of 2. So honestly, for me, I'm ready to scream my age from the rooftop. But apparently, because of us being twins, I had to respect that. What do you want to say?
Go ahead, tell our real age. Go ahead, tell our business.
We the big 2-9. Woo, woo,
that's
woo!
Our age. And imagine not being a pro. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Sleep tight.
Good night. Imagine not being a pro. Thank you so much for joining the live.
Oh, and if you want to like the live, you can double tap the screen. Thank you.
And Shelly, we hope that you can join our other lives. Imagine not being pro. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, we're trying to go on lives on weekly Tuesday nights. However, we'll see.
Because I'm not always off on Tuesdays.
Yeah, but maybe we should do Friday nights. Because either way, no matter what job you're on, you'll be... Because you're off from one job Friday night, and the other job, you know what I mean? Like you'll be finished early enough. On Friday, you want to do 8-hour shifts with that one job?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we should do Friday night wise?
Okay,
But no
yeah.
one's going to join on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's 29
dang, I was thinking 22 max. Thank you.
Thank you.
Black don't cry, baby.
You're so sweet. One night of live is not enough. So how often should we go on not alive?
Oh. Yeah, we don't. You guys, we're still new to this.
At least
and
twice a
Shelly's
week.
a pro.
Yeah,
At least twice a week. Okay.
Shelly's page is popping. She posts
Baby,
every
she's
day.
a Walmart ambassador. She's a Target
Amazon
ambassador,
influencer.
Amazon influencer,
Yeah,
baby.
Shelly is that girl.
Yes.
Let me tell you. And if you're ever looking for like hers is like fashion, beauty, lifestyle. You're ever looking for outfits of the day, suggestions. Go to her. Go to her.
Yes, her closet, beautiful, baby.
So we should go on live twice a week.
Okay, we can try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can try to do that.
So with my mental health, I know I'm like still talking about this. It's been like so long. But yeah, so I decided to try therapy, and I had therapy in one of my colleges, and I wasn't too happy about it. It was this older white woman, and I felt like, and with no issues with that, and I'm just like, I wanted someone who's older, honestly. I'm just like, okay, someone who can, like help instill wisdom in me. Their influence of wisdom can, influence me. So basically, I felt like, because I don't know if you guys feel like that, being black and brown, it's like, coming from black and brown households, people of colors, it's like we have a lot of familial responsibilities, and we're thinking it's just like it's normal because most of our friends who are black and brown have these kind of responsibilities. But when I get older, I'm just like, this is not normal. This is very exhausting, okay? And it's like, and my therapist, I think she was trying to help me realize that this is not normal, but I'm just like, okay, I felt like she was judging, like, well, she's judging, she's not understanding my culture, and she's making me basically making me feel like I need to set boundaries, and I'm like, I can't just quickly set boundaries. And I honestly, at that time, I was like, I wasn't ready to hear it, right? Because if you're not ready to hear something, you're not going to take the change.
We love you too, sis. We love you too, Shelly. Thank you.
Thank you. Our sister
our
got
older
it for
sister
us.
got it for us for Christmas. She also gets us twin clothes. And yes, we're excited to see you when you come right back.
Yes. And so basically, I tried therapy again, literally last year. It was my first time in like maybe 3-4 years. I don't remember. Yeah, I think like 2-3 years, yes. And I ended up, because I looked up therapists who deal with sexual trauma, who dealt with like childhood traumas, and also stress from work, because I'm a nurse and it can be very stressful. So, and don't get me wrong, I love nursing, but yeah, like everyone wants to be a nurse until they're like, oh my gosh. But I mean, it's a very rewarding career, it is. But the point being is that, so my therapist, she's a Puerto Rican, and at first I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to really like her. She's not black. I wanted like a very specific, I guess I wanted like a very specific person. But then I'm just like, no, I'm actually happy I didn't have a very specific person, because I'm just like, what if it's someone I know? So I'm like, so that's a good thing. And it worked out great to the point where we had a housewarming, and I honestly wanted to have her join the housewarming through video. And we literally talk about everything. And she's just like, it's crazy because like therapy honestly has helped me reach a lot of goals. And it's like, she's like, it's crazy to see how many goals you're achieving. She's like, and it's like, I'm like, thank you for helping me, do the work. She's like, no, you've done all the work yourself. She's just so encouraging. And the fact that she's Puerto Rican, it's like, it helps, because it's like she can relate too with the familial responsibility. And she's honestly teaching me to put boundaries. I have this one friendship who I've had this friendship for so long, and I love her to death, but it can be very exhausting. And she's allowed me to put boundaries, and because of that, because it's like everything you say yes to, you have to say no to something else. And I'm realizing that now, because and my life coach was telling me it's not about capability, it's about capacity. Capacity over capability. Yes, you're capable of doing this, but do you have the capacity to do this? Whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whether it's financial, whether it's just verbal. Like if someone is making you talk all the time about the same thing, and okay, Laura, You don't have to answer, Laura, because I know I've been making Laura's mouth long talking about the same things with her. Okay, Laura.
I've heard Laura and Gina bends her ears talking about her different
ears.
issues. Laura must have heard you start talking. She said, "I'm gone. I'm not doing this."
I do see this one last person.
Yes, girl. She said, "I'm gone."
So yes, and it's like, you like it's like if I and there's this friend that I constantly have to repeat myself to. I'm like, okay, honestly, I don't have the verbal capacity, right? And I'm like, honestly, the physical capacity, I was working nights at work, and it was a lot on my health because my heart condition. My cardiologist did not want me working nights. I was working this out nights to get a goal, which is to get our house. We got the house, thank you, Lord. And
I was working 4 jobs, yo.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, okay, but so I kept telling my cardiologist, this is just temporary, this is temporary. I was not planning on it being temporary. My family was just like, Angelina, stop playing games. So I no longer was, I was capable of working nights longer, but I didn't have the capacity, right? So then also it's like emotional, like there's only so much I can give to others and I still have left in my cup to give to myself, right? So I'm like, there was a relationship that I did have to step back from. I'm like, when she called me, like a friend of mine, like I did have to answer less sometimes, like just to protect my emotional space, right? Because I'm the kind of person, I'm very sympathetic, where it's like, if someone's hurting, I cry for them. If someone's hurting, like I pray for them, things like that. And like I won't think about myself. And I'm just like, like, which is a good thing, because I don't want to be cocky. Like, some people can call that selfless, but to me, it's like, okay, yes, I need, like, it's good to be selfless, but you have to pour into yourself, because if you don't pour into self, how are you going to have anything to pour into anyone else? And your dreams that you're trying to achieve, and like whether it's emotional dreams, I want to be mentally healthy, and I'm getting there, right? I'm actively taking the steps to get there through therapy, through like allowing work not to take over. I had a nursing job where I was at work for like 21 hours a day. I was supposed to be at work for 16 hours a day, ended up being 21 hours. I'm like, okay, honestly, I need to go a different route with nursing, because I need to have time for myself, right? Because after I work 21 hours, I don't feel like putting any time into for myself, whether it's my brand, whether it's, just mental health, whether it's taking a shower, brushing my teeth, like, that's 21 hours. Like, there's only 3 more hours left in the day, So it's just things like that. Like, you guys, like, please let us know what are things you guys do to achieve those, like, to not even achieve those mental health goals, but just to help your mental health. What has helped? What has gotten better? You guys can write it in the chat. And honestly, yeah, that's my mental health journey. And like with ADHD, I learned how to study, and I learned how it's like, because ADHD it's always seen as a negative thing, but it can actually be a very positive thing, because I'm so focused. It could be a little negative. I'm so focused on like my goals, where like if I don't achieve this goal, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna achieve this goal. If I don't achieve this goal, then like I'm gonna have to achieve this goal unless it kills me. And I will literally keep working towards the goal until I reach almost death, which that's not a good thing, no. But it's a good thing that I'm so focused, right? It's a good, because then I'm like relentless on achieving this goal. My parents were like, the way you're working for a house, I don't understand. Like, do you have a baby on the way? Like, we don't understand. They're like, do you owe money to someone?
Do you feel like we're gonna evict you?
To sell the house? Do you feel like you're gonna evict you? They were honestly started to feel offended. Now I'm just like, Mom, it's not you, it's not Dad. I'm like, honestly, it's not the family. I'm like, it's just, I feel like I was behind on achieving this dream, because I've been wanting this dream, working on this dream for 4 years now, 5 years, because this year, and I tried 3 different times. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, 4 different times, yes. I'm like, okay, I'm tired of it not working, right? Wait, yay, we just got a new comment on our Merry Christmas.
And we got another comment on our on the reel we just put the
Eva
utensils.
Garcia, thank you, Eva.
So
yes.
Sweet. Oh, let me put a question and answer for y'all. I want y'all.
Oh, Eva's from the live stream.
I can't put a question and answer.
It is Eva from the live stream. Thank you.
Well, I try.
Oh, she said our hair is so pretty. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Eva. I did both of our hair.
Yes. So I'm with my natural hair, it's hard. It's also has to do with mental health, so that's why I'm talking about it. It's hard to go back to my natural hair after wearing weave, things like that, because it's like when I go back to my natural hair, my coworkers are like, oh, what happened to the weave? What happened to the long hair? And these are coworkers who are not people of color. I'm just like, okay, but I'm like, which is, to me is offensive, but I'm like, let me not act like an angry black woman, right? So basically, so I'm trying to get back to my happiness with my natural hair. And like I'm like, I need to be happy when I look at my natural state, right? With no makeup, with natural hair, you know, and just like a, you know, like I guess like what's called like a chill outfit, you know. Yeah. So thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. And yeah, is there?
Let me see. Can I add somebody to our live? Oh no, here it is. Start a question and answer. I don't know how to add anybody. What do you
To help with mental health?
to help your mental health? Make this pretty and pink. Yeah.
Oh, that's
done.
cute.
What do you do to help your mental health? Uh-oh. I want to put it right. Okay, right here. I don't want to make it that big. Okay.
I like that. Oh, on top of us, yeah. Oh man, that's okay.
It's all up in the way.
That's okay. We can maybe in the corner there, but then you have to stay
Right
like
here?
this.
Okay. Right here. Okay, yeah. So what do you do to help your mental health? Start question and answer.
You guys look like my mom.
Look like your mom? Oh, thank
Well,
you.
hopefully she's beautiful. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
she is.
She
Thank
must
you,
be
Eva.
gorgeous. Thank you. We appreciate that.
You sound gorgeous, so I'm sure you're gorgeous just like your mom.
Yes, yes. All right, so what do y'all do to help your mental health? I'm curious. We should put this up in the beginning, but now we know.
Yes.
Better. Now we know.
We're
better.
learning this, so you guys are like seeing us like in the beginning phases of YouTube, YouTube lives. Yeah,
we've been doing YouTube since 2020. It was her idea. She also has the best idea. She's like, let's do YouTube. Let's buy a house. She also has great ideas.
I stress her out. We'll tell you about the house later, but
yeah, she does stress me out. Yeah, so we've been doing YouTube since 2020, but we haven't done YouTube the right way since when we started doing it. When we first started doing it, was like during the pandemic. We had more time. I was off of work. I was working online.
Like 40 hours into YouTube. It was like literally a full-time job.
But we still weren't doing things right. You know, we were over editing our videos. Partly my fault. I really wanted us to have
I
videos
told her.
Now,
what do y'all goal for YouTube this year?
Oh. Our goal for YouTube this year? That's a good question, sis. Thank you for asking. Our goal for YouTube this year is to get monetized. For me, this year, my goal for YouTube is to get monetized, and I think a good way for us to do that is one of the suggestions that you gave us, Shelly, sis, is by going on live twice a week. Because right now we only go on live. This is our first time going on live in years, honestly. Yeah. So I want us to continue going on live. We've been trying to drop videos every week. And we started. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks. And also I think another good way for us to do that, we're getting in the hang of it, is getting an assistant, because, excuse me.
Yes, you need us to 100K subscribers.
Yes,
we would
ma'am.
love that. Thank you.
Hey, Eva.
So we can both be huge YouTubers. Eva, I'm like excited to know what you're gonna say, because you put the exclamation point.
I know,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But yeah, we got
you got more subscribers. How many more? Girl, you
I know we got one more from you.
Yeah, don't play with me.
I know. Don't be having to stuff like that.
I'm excited.
Don't be having to stuff like that.
Oh, so
we got 2 more. Yes.
Thank you for subscribing, Eva. And thank you for anyone else who subscribed. We appreciate it.
Yes. Oh my
466.
God. Yes. Honestly, my goal this year for YouTube is to get to the 500 subscribers.
I want us to reach
the partial
monetization. Yes, because I really want YouTube to become a supplemental means of income for us. But it's not really just about that. I really want to be able to reach a larger audience on YouTube. Yes. We started our brand because we felt like community. If we could do it, you can too. Yes. So we started our brand so we can inspire others, because we've been through a lot. Like, I'm not a citizen. I'm a DACA recipient. She has a congenital heart disorder. She wasn't supposed to live this long.
That I literally need to get a cardiac catheterized catheter, and next month 4.
Yeah, we are from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, one of the countries that are really looked down upon.
The shithole country.
That
Excuse my verbiage.
that some people consider that we
Yeah.
love our country, but we love both the U.S. and Haiti.
The U.S. is our home, yes.
Yes, but and also like yeah, with our mental health conditions, our biological dad was murdered.
And
we were adopted, so
yes.
it's like all the odds were stacked against us.
We didn't know that because we met someone else who was adopted not too long ago, maybe like a few weeks ago, and I'm feeling dizzy. Sorry, guys. This happens with my heart condition. Yeah, sorry. So apparently, people who are adopted have less chances of graduating college and like staying for like long term in a job.
Especially people whose parents, our biological dad, he was incarcerated as well. Especially people whose parents have experienced incarceration. Especially people who parents have been murdered.
Yeah.
So, yes, we do build a genuine connection when we go live, and it makes me enjoy YouTube even more.
Thank you.
Yeah, because like before, it's like we're posting. It's like now, it's like we like really like get to enjoy
know
our
you
subscribers.
guys.
Yes, I'm like we're making new friends. I love this. I'm a people person, so I love this. So yeah, so we're less likely to buy a home, and we bought a home. Less likely to graduate from college. We graduated from college. Less likely to start a business. We started a business. Like just
now we're on our we're starting our second. Then by the end of this year, we plan to have 3, if not 4 businesses. Yes. And you guys, honestly, we can't wait for you guys to see this journey with us because we are doing this thing, Ginny University, where you guys literally will receive the classes to like become an entrepreneur, whether it's if you guys like healthcare, whether if you guys like passive income, who doesn't like passive income, who wants to work the rest of their life. But even like if you like other things like content creating, things like that, and even going on TV, like you'll just get the class for everything. It's for different people. There's different classes for everything. When you guys ever go on live, I'm joining. Thank you. You hang out with Eva. Oh.
And yes, Sis Shelly, we meet genuine people on live. Yes, we met some genuine people.
We met so many genuine people at our brand, like Shelly.
Yeah. Tonight on live, hang out with Eva. Greens, blue, and lax.
Yes.
Blue, greens, and lax. And also hey, I'm not a pro. Yeah. And those are people who've been in the chat. Other people we don't even know. Like, so
imagine not being a pro. Yep.
We appreciate everyone who's joined. We appreciate our friend Lorme. We appreciate you, Sis Shelly. Everyone, Eva, greens, blue, and lax. Hey, I'm not a pro. Imagine not being a pro. Everybody, yes.
And guys, unfortunately, we're gonna go because I'm feeling dizzy. And I have to take something salty, so my blood pressure, I feel like it's dropped. So, bye guys. Thank you so much for joining.
Please subscribe. Be sure to record your process, even if you don't post it now. What do you mean? When you decide to post it, you'll have the content you're going while you're going through the process. What do you mean? Which process is? Which process do you mean?
Dang. Hold on. So we have press record the whole entire time. This 1 minute video is needed to start a highlight. What?
Very nice engagement. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Blue Greens and Lax.
Bye, Blue Greens
we
and
Lax. We do love you, Eva. Thank you. Oh, of our business. Yes, we definitely plan on doing that. Yeah.
Yes.
Because honestly,
every step of the way.
Yeah, we want to teach people how to like file your own LLC registration.
Yes, because we learned how to do this ourselves, and people have been doing it for like $500. Like they've been people have been charging them for $500. I'm like, no, guys, you can do it for $125, which is literally the filing fee. You don't need to spend any other money. Like we will teach you how to do it. Yes.
Yeah, but you're not paying us the $125. It's like this is what you're paying to the Division of Corporations, the Department of Commerce of your state. Like basically, it
to the government. Yes.
Yeah. But see you again, Eva. Thank you, sis.
Thank you, Eva. See you again.
Bye, y'all.
And then, I was going to say, you could tell them, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment,
subscribe, share.
We always
forget that. Oh, my gosh.
We said it in the beginning.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you again, guys. It's Gina.
Yes, please.
I will comment on your YouTube shorts.
Thank you. See y'all soon. We'll be going on live again. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys. It's Gina and Gertz, the Jeans Twins.
This is a fun live. Yes. It is. yes.
I wish we could, save it.
Oh,
taking off our video. Yeah, we're old ladies. Sorry, guys. Stop streaming. Yes.
And